Hello everyone, how are all y'all doing? So this is I Want to Be a Human. That is our protagonist, a really freaky looking robot. I'm just going to throw that in a minute. Now you may notice the sound is completely off, and I'm going to explain that very shortly. Now you have a challenge mode, you have an extra mode, you have options, keyboard setup. I would like this to work properly, please. Thank you. Yeah, I've been having trouble with that. It goes back. So you actually have no control over setting your keys, just so you know. And that creates a very weird setup for you to have to use. It comes in a couple languages at least. And now it's switched. See what I mean? Just leave it like that because I'm playing. Oh my god. So you've actually switched the controls now. Wonderful. Anyway. I am currently trying to get through. As you can see, the game is not entirely cooperating with me. Story. Thank you. Sure, we'll drop into our island jail cell. So there's the world warp. I'm still on world 1. And we're going to drop into one of these levels here. Let's do the Pixelbone Cave. Now, it's a fairly simplistic game. Simplistic platformer. You have a shotgun. Again, you'll notice there's no sound because I can't turn the music off. And an initial upload came back as the beat being copyrighted, and holy shit, that is a lot of skeleton. That is a lot of angry skeleton after my ass. But as you guys can see, this is the game. You have a double jump. You can ricochet off walls in order to get to certain places. It's got some decent platforming mechanics. The music, to me, does get annoying when I had it playing. It's a good soundtrack. The sounds are spot on. Some of the graphics are a bit overdone, so it's very hard to dodge some of the attacks, I notice, hence why I'm being particularly cautious here. But it has its own unique art style, at least. Yeah, I'm trying to both defend and criticize at the same time, and I'm just being honest here. I have had my share of issues with this game so far, including the fact that the controls seem to be out of my control. Alright, I get that? Yeah, I got that. Oh, those are ricochet blocks. Oh, I got it. Never mind. Keep going. You have a shotgun. I haven't seen any power-ups for it yet. It's just very basic. I have a shotgun. I'm going to run through here and kill all of the things. Type of gameplay. Oh my god, those are spikes. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Why does that hurt so much? What are you? Never mind, you're dead. You just get oh god, I am dying like all hell. I guess that would be the thing with this game. Either the levels are way too challenging or they're not challenging enough. Did I just get attacked with the Konami code? It has a sense of humor. The dialogue boxes do scroll a little bit too quickly for me to read at times. That is a Dreamcast that I just killed. I feel bad now. I like the Dreamcast. Tit. I'm being attacked by the Konami code. That is a thing. Yeah, the humor here is a bit odd and interesting at the same time. I had the big red button. Oh god. You suck at life. And you jump on that thing's head in the level. That's all the gameplay. Supposedly there's some sort of story here. I haven't run into bosses yet. I mean, I'm pretty far in as far as I can tell, and still I haven't seen a boss. So we're going to run a second level just to show you guys a little bit more of the gameplay before we get into the review section. Now the controls again are being uncooperative. I've actually had to switch my hand positioning because the controls have switched on me again. Back to the arrow keys and spacebar. which means my pinky finger is the one that's activating my jumps right now. Oh god, that is death. You tampon. Oh my god, really? Really? What are we, 5? I mean, it's... Oh god! Did not know that was death. Like I said, the sound is good, but I have it turned off, obviously, so that I don't have to deal with, well, issues. Let's put it that way. As you guys can see, the game is decent, at least. I mean, the controls are responsive when you can get them to work correctly. The enemies, of course, aren't terribly bright, but they are numerous. Welcome to my shotgun blast of doom. Your shotgun, of course, has limited range because it's a shotgun, and you know, you can't shoot, for some odd reason, some seem to believe that shotguns can't shoot people across the, oh god! Room. Let's try this one more time. Ah! I'm getting fucking murdered here. Damn chain gun. Game is difficult. And the difficulty changes by the moment sometimes, it seems. Sometimes the enemies notice you and fight back, and sometimes they don't even get a chance before you've managed to kill them. Some enemies take more damage than others, obviously, but that's the truth of the matter, is sometimes they just don't even get a chance. Can somebody tell me why tit is an insult? I like boobs. Yeah, let's wait on you guys to deal with you. Well, it could have gone bad. You know, you say shoot and kill the bastard, and I really am beginning to wonder if this thing is actually... Oh god, a girl! You do have that little dash I just did in order to get around a little bit better. And to avoid traps, primarily. You have a code red down here, well, you're also dead. Checkpoint! Yay. Oh, that is death and unhappiness, and I do not want any of it. Chain gun, die. See, I've already figured those out, and it's pretty easy once you've got it down pat. I'll take the ×5 score bonus, please. Thank you. Boom. Done. The levels get progressively harder. You get ranked, which I don't really like, but that's me personally. Again, we haven't really run into anything too terribly hard yet. Towel jerk. Weapon storage. Now, let's go to the very end here. There's a World Warp. Pixel Bone Cave 2. Prison Road 3. Command Glyphs. Command Glyphs. Yeah, I just want to see what's at the very end. Just, you know, to get an idea. I've been playing for about an hour, and therefore I've just been playing random levels for about an hour. Oh. This is the very end. It looks like it's a boss of some sort. It's going to work. And I don't have this unlocked yet. So yeah, you have to play through all the levels to unlock this and get further, apparently. Which there's a lot, but game has issues, and I have issues with game. So, let's go take a look at the Steam page, and I'll give you guys a final verdict. And we'll see just how well this actually has turned out. By the way, I'm also having to record with the display capture, because the game doesn't want to cooperate with OBS. A vampire girl, a hat boy, and an adventure packed with tons of exploding body parts go on bloodthirsty rampage of death destruction on the quest to become human again. So I never found a boss. Apparently I just haven't got that far into the game. I've played about 20 levels. No, 20 levels. 12 levels, excuse me. I just haven't found a boss. I haven't found this alternative character. So apparently Towel Jerk is where this guy shows up. And he's the first boss. I haven't got that far. Let's talk. So game is kind of inspired by Super Meat Boy. Fair enough. Game has plenty of levels. Fair enough. Game is relatively fun. Yes. Problems. I can't cut the music off independently of the regular sound effects. Controls seem to want to randomly switch, or not switch to what I would prefer them to be. So I've had to sit here for a while and get used to using arrow keys and spacebar, which is really fucking hard, by the way, to press spacebar and jump at the same time in a direction. And then it just switches between levels to, oh, by the way, you're now controlling with WASD, good luck. What? Make up your mind! Let me pick, or make up your mind! Enemies are relatively simple. The game is relatively simple. But it's simple fun. Now, I couldn't get much out of the story here. I'm assuming that I have to get really far in before I get some of the story, and the little quips that pop up, and all the text boxes and everything else actually inhibit the gameplay a little bit. And by that I mean, like, you see text boxes and stuff, and they block incoming attacks, so you don't realize you're being shot at until you get hit. Also, the fact that you basically just have the one weapon. There's no upgrade, there's no changing. You have a shotgun that's really short range, which I'll never understand why people think shotguns only work at point blank range. They work pretty far out, guys. That does a static amount of damage. There's no variety here. In terms of your damage output, which is good, which is a good thing. Fair enough, it is a good thing. The graphics are a very nice, cute art style, but I will say that all the red and everything, first off, if you're red colorblind, you're fucked. I'm just going to state that right now. If you're red colorblind, you're fucked. Because everything's going to look gray to you. Second, it strains the eyes. Like, Virtual Boy level eye strain after a little bit. I had to actually go put some eye drops in because it strains the eyes. And that is an issue. So I've been sitting here playing this for about 2 hours to put all this together and get my thoughts in order. And would I recommend it? Yeah, it's buggy, but I'd recommend it. If you're interested in stuff like Super Meat Boy, you'll find this very entertaining. If you're not interested in stuff like Super Meat Boy, you probably won't find it very entertaining. I definitely would recommend a controller because it has controller support, and I would controller, flat out controller. The soundtrack is great. It does get a bit repetitive after a little while, but it is good, and the sound effects are pretty good. I kind of wish that there was some ability to place the text boxes elsewhere away from the action, so they wouldn't cover up incoming attacks, and therefore I wouldn't get hit when I feel it's completely unjustified for me to get hit. But and the controls need to be fixed. The controls need to be fixed where they stay the same continuously through the game. And also, I'm gonna say right now, if I want to use arrow keys, let me use up to jump. Don't make me use spacebar. Seriously, let me use up to jump. I'd appreciate it. But that's what I have to say about it. It's a cute little platformer. The difficulty goes up as you go. It's kind of nice, actually. Just it isn't. I've given you guys all the drawbacks. I would say 3.3, 3.4 out of 5 if you want to score. Rage factor, I never really got mad. I laughed a lot. And then after a while, I just kind of giggled because the jokes got old. Which is a problem. The jokes and the quips and everything, they get old. And the enemies seem to get very repetitive. But there you have it. I would say rage factor, i.e. the emotional impact you're going to have, is going to be... It'll probably start out at about a 3.5 to a 4, and it's going to decline downwards to a 1 or even a 0, because you're just going to get numb to it, because, again, everything gets repetitive very quickly. Anyway, that's everything I have to say about it. What did you guys think? Did you like this video? Did you like this review? Did it help you understand the game and maybe just make you to make the decision if you want it or not? Slam the like button! If you want me to do an actual playthrough of this, then leave some comments. Put a bunch of comments in and I'll do a playthrough. But it would require a significant amount of comments. I'm going to say about 20 people asking for me to do a playthrough before I do it. If you would like to see the previous Brutally Honest review, it's right there. Go check it out. If you want to support the channel, you can do so through Patreon. Or you can click on the ad and go check out the sponsor at the end of the video. Who knows, you might find something you want. If you would like to see more stuff by me, Fiaura, there's this big red subscribe button. Slap it. And you'll get a notification every time I put something up. In the meantime, from my house to yours, this is Fiaura, signing out for right now, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Out who's a suicide bomber, and therefore who's a bigger threat.
You've been promoted. Keep up
That's
the
cool.
good work.
Reload while I can. Oh shit, I'm running shot. I basically have to hold out till I can call in the ground troops, because once I can start calling in ground troops, this gets a lot easier. There it is.
Entry squad entering combat zone.
That almost was bad.